Hey guys, I wanted to tell a quick little story about my grandpa. You can see on the screen, that's a picture of him. Um, Probably um maybe the only picture we have of him when he was little. Um, he was born in 1909 and grew up and raised his family in the Ohio Brush Creek area. And when he was a young man, I'll say young because I never knew him when he was younger. Um, but when he was working, there was a ditch nearby. And this was like a dumping ground, basically. People would throw furniture in there, trash in there, you name it. And he heard what he thought was a cat crying coming from the ditch area. And he went to investigate and actually found a baby boy in the ditch. And you could speculate why anyone would dump their baby in a ditch. I mean, it just doesn't seem feasible, to me. But this time period was the Great Depression era. And a lot of families just could not afford their own children. And I suspect that's why this happened. Well, my grandpa wanted to keep the baby, but it just wasn't possible. He and my grandmother had 7 kids total, and several of them at this point had been born. Um, and it was difficult, to raise a family, let alone take in another one. So he did what he thought was best, and he took the child to the Adams County orphanage. And I was told he did visit the baby a couple of times to check on him. But I've always wondered what happened to that baby. Did he grow up and get adopted by a nice family? Did he have a family? Like, my grandpa saved this baby. And because of that, that child, I hope, was able to have a good life. And I really wish I knew the name of the child or more information, because it would be wonderful to get in touch with the family. But that's not going to happen. I mean, realistically, the chances of them seeing this video is probably pretty slim. But that's okay. It's still kind of a heartfelt story that, I don't know, I've always looked at my grandpa as a hero for what he did. And I've got some more pictures up here on the screen. This is a photo of my grandpa and my mom on their old farmstead. And my mom was the youngest of 7 children. So I really like this photo. I don't have a whole lot of photos of my mom when she was little, and especially not with her dad. So this is a pretty special one. And then the last photo is the old farmstead. It was actually completely black and white, and I colorized it a bit to bring some life back to it. But this is what my mom knew as home. This is where she grew up. And now it's overgrown and you can't even get back to it to see it. I would love to see it someday, but that probably isn't even possible. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to share that story and some family memories. And if you have anything interesting to share, any stories, anything that can be researched and I could find out information on, please feel free to share. And I will look into it and maybe do a story about it.